So the next one's behind the scenes moment. So your favorite STC moment of the year, ideally that no one saw, but
Behind the scenes moment. I think, well, obviously when we went to Thailand and we were on a boat traveling around the islands.
Never hands.
And, we made like 3 or 4 sales or something.
yeah,
And we were like, is this fucking real life? Like,
yeah,
we're like scooting around, the islands in Thailand, and we just did like 30 grand for the week. So that was kind of cool, because it's not cool as in like it sounds cool, and it's just like you do this for so long, you're waiting for those moments to happen, and people tell you about them.
Yeah.
But you're like, are they even real? Like, him and I are never away together. It's always like, you need to go to Europe and I've got to hold the fort. And then I'm going overseas to the Philippines and you have to stay here. So the concept of him and I leaving for a week and leaving the business, unheard of. And I don't know if you were nervous about it, but I was like, this has never happened. I mean, like, obviously, did we leave it in the best possible position we ever have? Of course. You got the best team and you guys know exactly what you need to do. But there was still a bit of like, we have always been the driving force.
It's your baby, and
Yeah.
you've never left without someone else babysitting it.
Exactly.
It's you two.
It's
Mum
always-
and Dad are always home,
It's always one of us. So that was a cool moment. Like, we kind of just fist bumped each other and we're like, this is happening whilst we're here. It wasn't just like, again, like the money and where we were. It was, we've got a good team and a good system and it's scalable.
yeah. It was a belief in the future.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, let's fucking
Yeah,
take a
like,
picture on a boat because we're making money.
And we didn't
It's-
gloat about it. It's the first
Yeah.
time that anyone's ever heard of it, because we're not
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was mine.
I think I think this week for me has been a big win to see the piece of the puzzle that I'm playing in the background of little things, of taking some stresses off Ben here and there, and like, I just have so much. I've never wanted a business to succeed as much as I do right now, whilst my face-to-face business had its biggest win this week in sign-ups, like that I have had in one single week, and knowing that Learn had its biggest month in history of sales, and knowing that, like, selfishly, like, my part in the team, I can see my contribution to both of that.
Yeah.
And behind the scenes, I'm like, yeah, the stupid fuck ass CRM's worth it, because I'm like, all those hours
GHL.
come back with some knuckle tats. STC, GHL. But no, just like knowing that those little tedious tasks that I am quite good at with these little things here or there, off the back of running the photo shoot that I didn't even have to think about organizing because it's like second nature.
Muscle memory.
So just knowing that November was rewarded with a really high value return in terms of cash flow and money, like this is fun, we're good at it, and I really feel my place in what I do now. So yeah.
I reckon for me, it's, again, tapping into how I'm making that impact as a mentor. So students looking to become qualified, the quality that's coming through some of the RTOs is questionable.
It has been for
Tough
decades.
place to be. Tough place to be.
And sometimes I sit there and I'm like, God damn, this is concerning. This is like a concerning kind of level in terms of skill set, even exercise execution and support.
We're talking about like from a minimum standard.
From a minimum
yeah.
standard,
It's too low.
It's too low.
Okay. Yeah.
And I am so grateful that I can at least raise that standard for them and understand where we're at the moment is we have so much more to achieve.
Yeah.
And there's, again, more ahead of you as well. And it's, I'll sit there with them and just see all the gears turning and, you know, some light bulbs going off and realizing like, oh shit. And you can see the value they're taking it. And it's so fucking cool. Because sitting here before all of this happening, I would have doubted myself. I'd back myself and know my shit, but to be able to now be in a position to teach somebody and have them now take it in, implement it within their own clients, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Did I answer the question? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of fulfillment,
Yeah.
you know, teaching other people and showing the gap with the results and stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was there a moment for you? Because I'm thinking the 2 times we've been out to iGym. I don't know if the first one hits a little bit harder or the second one because there was more trainers in the room. Walking out, there's probably 10 years combined if you don't include Luke and I. If you combine Luke and I's, I don't want to say how many years because we're old and we've been doing it a long time. But say 35, 40 years of combined experience in a room and you stood up in front of them and presented on a topic that everyone took value from.
If I'm being really honest, I didn't let myself fall into that hole too much. Because if I did, it was just only going to go one way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to be good for anybody involved in that room. And
Are you like a real blinkers on so you don't spiral? Is that
blinkers on.
like you're just focused so that you don't overthink things?
Yeah.
100%. And it's not to pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Acknowledge it. If that's the worst thing that can happen, cool. Like it's a learning experience and I can take so much away from that. And I think that's what's able to put me in a position like this to continue to show people what is achievable and continues to raise the standard for myself to like, oh, you know what? In a year's time, you're not even going to remember this. This is going to be like the warm-up set of whatever is to come. And I think that's the mentality
It's the best analogy.
Yeah.
keep myself to, hold myself to.
Yeah.
I love
Just
that.
be careful that you're not repping 120 kilo deadlifts and not realizing that it's impressive.
That's because in my head I'm like, but powerlifters do that without straps, and I've got straps. And
They also don't do like 15 sets of
and
workout.
also,
Yeah, literally.
not fucking many of them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all back exercises after you pull. So
Yeah. There's very few
machine.
And split-
powerlifters at your body weight that can do that.
appreciate it.
Impressive.
Mad
Thank you.
bitch.
That's it, just gassing you up.
Doing biggest win, right?
Biggest win?
Oh, no, moment.
That was the moment,
yeah.
the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Behind the
moment.
scenes
Yeah.
moment. There, as we said, like big year, lots of pressure, lots of different directions. I think this is probably the most collaborative year we've ever had. And at no point did anyone internally turn on anyone else.
No.
We were always, what we've always done really well, like Dad and I
I was going to say.
love having a good argument in the
Director's
director's call.
He's sitting over here like, wait.
Michael's like, where's my fucking headset? Let me have a chat.
We do a pretty good job outside of me and Dad sometimes of putting the problem in the middle
Yeah.
and solving the problem.
Yeah.
Why the problem is where it is needs to be addressed, but it doesn't need to be put on someone's shoulders.
Or pointed at.
It just is.
Yeah.
So if it is, let's fucking fix it. Who needs to fix it? How does it need to be fixed? And what do we do? And I think being able to, all of us in every situation throughout the year, be able to do that and that not break, I think that's my favorite, like, human connection kind of moment of the year.
That's mad.
We don't get yelled at.
Yeah,
No.
just Dad.
Just that.
I don't have
Just
to.
that
I don't
you
have
love
to. There's no meetings called where I'm like, oh, I'm getting fired. It's fine.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It only took me 3 years to realize
To
that you're not going to get rid of me.
I do want to go back to more big wins. Personal. So, Jace, you had an income one. But is there anything personal that you're like, you felt, whether it's growth-wise or within the business or something that like you've achieved?
Yeah, look, it's obviously leaps in skill set, leaps as a leader, feeling less imposterish with like just delivering everything. You know, like it's always going to come. Like you're trying to level up our own business, and then we're obviously imparting that onto other people. We're learning strategies, we're making mistakes, we're getting wins. You know, we're living the roller coaster on the side here, and then we're taking like, hey, this is the thing that we've done, and these are the fuck ups we made, so try not to do these. So along the way, like that, you know, you have to build a bit of confidence, or like you got to stack these wins over here, then to be like, no, just do this. Like be that person. This is how we do it. So I definitely feel a lot more comfortable, in kind of delivering that and being that person. So that would be at a skill set level, you know, just being a leader, business stuff. Like, you know, I'm in it all the time. I just don't really recognize it.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like kind of just got coach hat on, and it's like bodybuilding and it's this, and it's like, oh man, you've run like 3 businesses for the last like 8 years, bro. Like, you know a lot about business. Like, and you got good people around you if you need, like, if you don't have the answer.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, I think like one of my biggest insecurities in business is not feeling competent at something. And after being a coach for up until last year, so like 8.5, 9 years, I know how to do what I do very well, and I haven't had multiple businesses and been tested in different ways because I've worked with similar people for the last 10 years. So the last 12 months, the biggest, you know, personal win is being able to, and Ben's kind of been on the other end of it, it's like I can actually say when I don't know how to do something now, or like ask for help, or say that I'm struggling, or say that I'm not very good at this, and like maybe like a bit of an ego death there, just being like, this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm not good at, but just because I'm not good at it now and I don't understand it now doesn't mean that I can't be really fucking good and be teaching someone else how to do it soon. So that level of self-trust of just because you haven't done it before doesn't mean you can't do it well. So that's probably one of the biggest lessons for me. Learning to be scared again. Like learning to be scared of learning something new and stepping into new spaces. I think that was a little win, and came out more confident than ever because of it.
For me, it's gonna be that the goal will usually take a little bit longer than what you have in your mind or expected set out to be. And how you envisioned you get there doesn't always necessarily pan out that way. But, you know, as long as those values of being within your integrity, you've got the team, you're delivering a high standard of service, and you're not, you know, self-sacrificing yourself in that process, you'll get there. You'll fucking get there. And I think that's my takeaway. Because if, even in what you were saying, Jace, like shit can go wrong all the time, but if I continue to feed my energy, my time in what can go wrong, I lose sight of what could go right.
Yeah.
And that is just not worth it for me.
Yeah. It's just tough when you don't have that awareness and you have a couple of losses in a row.
Yeah.
And it just starts to be like, fuck, man, my confidence is starting to drop.
It does.
And then my decision making gets questioned. And then, so like, the thing I've tried to not fall into the trap of doing, or the thing I've tried to that pulls me out of that, is like just keep reminding myself of all of the things that I do and where I'm at and what I've done, and, you know, like lean on the proof all the time, because that's what people don't do. Like, people listening to this aren't going to lean on their proof. Like, they're just going to be like, I'm not where I need to be. I'm going to, you know, things aren't moving and it's because of this, and this. Such a really easy thing to bring yourself back out of that is exactly what you said. It's like, don't worry about that. Worry about what's going to move you forward, but worry about all the proof. Lean on all the proof you have that's going to keep you, you know, kind of locked in on all of the stuff that you like, that's going to move the needle where you want it to go.
Yeah, 100%. Even in our calls, like with like Ben, if it's a sticky week, things aren't moving as well as I'd like them to.
Yeah.
I'd say like, look, I'm still figuring shit out. It's all very new, and I just don't have an effective way to do it just yet. I'm not very efficient. I just need a...
You haven't figured it out just yet.
I need a marinade. I need to marinate a little bit more in this shithole, but it's not me accepting things for how they are. It's I'm actively looking for windows of opportunity to get out of it so I don't come back here again or as frequently or spend as much time in that. Yeah.
That's good.
I think for mine, it's really interesting. I reckon it was over a year ago. We were having a conversation about, like, I was reading that book of how to impact people better. And I had a weekly story. And I was like, hold eye contact for this long and pause a smile and all that kind of shit. This time last year, went to the U Strong Christmas party. And I was like, I'm not going to hide. Because every time we used to walk into U Strong, Jess would be like, Ben's one of the owners. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's the guy.
Yeah, and it's like, what I've tried to do this year, and especially the last quarter, is be like, fuck it. Be him.
Yeah.
So if you walk into a room and it's like, fuck, it's the big boss. It's like, I don't see myself as the big boss. I'm just a guy just like you. But if I can have an impact because of that perception, I'm going to have it. So there's one thing, can flip the timer, Jess.
I've been watching.
It's from 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And he talks about, like, it's powerful to not be, and I always did the opposite of this. It's more powerful to make your time less available.
Yeah.
And you made a comment on the podcast last week that Jace, like Steph said, Jace walks into a room and it just changes. And then when you leave the room, it just changes. I think one thing you do is, and whether this is on purpose or not, you're not first there and you're usually not last to leave.
Yeah.
So a big thing is to make your time seemingly valuable and as this like mystery thing. So it's like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to make a massive impact and I'm going to get the fuck out of the way. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to present, and then it's Mimi's turn.
It's called social anxiety, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Well,
Hell yeah, brother. Paid off in the end.
you're accidentally winning because my social anxiety
I value
is
my
like
time heaps though, like to the point where like sometimes like it'll irritate me if someone wastes it though.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit of like just knowing the impact you can have, and like just knowing who deserves it and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So my social anxiety is I need to be there before everyone, and I don't want to go before because I should stay.
Yeah, you don't want to be the first to leave because said thing you've put in your mind.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna step into that. When we went to the U Strong Christmas party, it was like I was first there by accident, but it was like I'm gonna speak to every single person. I'm not gonna remember their name, and that's okay. I'm gonna introduce myself and say I've probably met you. I'm sorry. But this is who I am, and I'm gonna just like each person just have an impact on. I've tried to take that into this year. Q&A is the same. Like, it's not, if you answer a question, I don't have to answer it again to feel valuable. But it's like when I'm coming in, I'm coming in, and what I've got to say fucking matters, kind of thing. So that's what I've been trying to step into. We had a conversation in Thailand. I won't say what you said, but you said something that I was like, fuck. That basically was just like, you're the leader, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Because I still was like, no, we do this together.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just, like, I'm going to come to everyone and talk about this. And it's like, yes, but you're at the tip.
Yeah.
And if you don't behave like you're at the tip, everyone's going to suffer. So be the fucking tip. So that's been...
Clip.
Yeah. So that's been the goal for the year, is like just that, be him.
Yeah. It's like we've seen it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lucky. Imagine sitting here and be like,
It's not lucky.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, it
We
didn't happen
feel
by
it.
accident.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
We all
That's
feel
good.
it.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we're going to hold it right there, and that's going to be our split. So don't forget, this is a 2-part episode. You can jump on and hear the rest next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love to hear what you think so far. Any feedback is always welcome. So drop a comment, give us a follow, share the pod, do something to help us get a little bit more reach. If you do want to come work with us, if you found anything we've said kind of maybe inspiring, or like you'd like to work with us, or you've seen our content and you're thinking like maybe it's time to actually move your business forwards, Standout PT, 10K months in under 30 hours a week, hybrid of online and face-to-face. It's what we do. It's what we deliver. So head to the website. You can book a call with me. We'll have a look at if we can solve the obstacles you have in your business and deliver that goal for you. If we can't, I won't say you anything. If we can, I'll offer you to come and work with us. For now, enjoy your weeks. We'll see you next time. Go get it. Finger guns. Yuck.